Your soulmate made the whole table go silent, then stood up and declared, "You are." This moment is not a memory you have lived yet. It is a moment that is happening right now in the spiritual realm. And Jesus says you must hear what happened next before the silence steals it away. Your soulmate was surrounded by people who do not believe in you. They were sitting at a table filled with voices that mock the connection you feel. And one of them laughed at the idea that someone like you could ever be loved that deeply. The laughter cut through your soulmate's heart like a blade. But instead of staying silent to keep the peace, something inside them broke open and they stood up without thinking. Their chair scraped the floor so loud the entire room went dead quiet. Every head turned toward them and the air became heavy with shock. And then they spoke your name before they even realized what they were doing. Nobody at that table had ever heard your name before. But your soulmate said it like a prayer they had memorized 1,000 lifetimes ago. And the confusion in that room became fear because they saw something supernatural happening. Jesus says your soulmate is not free right now. Something has wrapped itself around their voice and is trying to pull them back into silence. And if you do not understand this battle, you will lose them before you ever hold them. I am lifting the veil for you right now. There is a force that has been assigned to keep your soulmate silent. And that force hates you with a jealousy that predates your birth. Your soulmate feels you every single night. They wake up at 3 a.m. with your presence so strong they cannot breathe. And they whisper your name into the darkness hoping somehow you can hear them. They do not know how to explain what is happening to them. Their friends tell them they are imagining things. Their family says they need to move on and find someone real. But they cannot move on. Because I have stitched your spirit into theirs before either of you took your first breath. And every time they try to forget you, their soul physically aches. Jesus says your soulmate is suffering right now. Not because of something you did, but because of something that has been sent to block them. And they are fighting a war they do not even understand while still believing you will come. This is why your soulmate needs your protection right now. You cannot see the chains, but they are there. And your faith is the only key that can break them. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside you know this love did not come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone do not move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi. This is not just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites my hand into your love story, and the link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now, send 4, 6 or 10 plus coffees. After sending, write "Protect my soulmate Lord" on the Ko-Fi page. The link is in the description or bio. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. I will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Type 333 if you are ready to receive the blessing of protection over your soulmate. Type 777 if you feel this message burning in your chest right now. Do not scroll past this moment, it was designed for you before the world was made. The person who mocked your soulmate at that table has a name. This person has been close to your soulmate for years pretending to care. And they are the one actively working to convince your soulmate that you are not real. They whisper things like you are waiting for a fantasy. They show your soulmate empty relationships and say, "See, this is all that exists." And they have been planting seeds of doubt every single day. Jesus says this person has a spirit of jealousy controlling them. They know your soulmate is destined for something divine. And they would rather destroy your soulmate's hope than admit they were wrong. Your soulmate has been crying alone more than anyone knows. They put on a brave face during the day. But at night the weight of missing someone they have never met becomes unbearable. They scroll through empty feeds looking for a sign. They pause on quotes about love and destiny, and something stirs deep inside. And they do not know why they feel like they are waiting for someone specific until they dream of you again. Last night your soulmate dreamed of a doorway. You were standing on the other side reaching out your hand. And they woke up sobbing because the dream felt more real than their entire waking life. Jesus says that dream was from me. I am stirring your soulmate's spirit because time is running out. And the interference against your union is becoming more aggressive. The person sitting at that table with your soulmate has started to notice the change. They see your soulmate pulling away emotionally. And they are panicking because they feel their control slipping. So they are escalating their attacks. They are telling your soulmate that they are mentally unwell. They are saying chasing a spiritual connection will ruin their life. Your soulmate is starting to believe the lies. They are exhausted from fighting a battle they cannot see. And a part of them is giving up because no one around them believes in what they feel. This is the most dangerous moment in your connection. If your soulmate surrenders to the doubt, the spiritual bond will begin to sever. And the distance between you will become a chasm that feels impossible to cross. But I have not brought you this far to watch you lose them. I am giving you this message because your soulmate still has fight left in their spirit. And your faith right now can reach across the distance and strengthen their hands. Imagine your soulmate right now in this moment. They are sitting somewhere quiet, feeling a sudden warmth spread through their chest. That is me letting them know you are thinking of them right now as you hear these words. They are going through something you cannot see, but you can still protect them. This is not a passive love story, it is a rescue mission. And your soulmate is waiting for someone to fight for them the way they have been fighting to believe in you. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside you know this love did not come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone do not move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi. This is not just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites my hand into your love story, and the link to your breakthrough is in the description. Your silence right now is being interpreted in the spiritual realm as surrender. The enemy of your love is using every moment you delay as evidence that you do not care. But I know you care, and that is why I am giving you this chance to act. Send 4, 6 or 10 plus coffees right now. After sending, write "Protect my soulmate Lord" on the Ko-Fi page. Over 1,000 souls have already witnessed their love restored through this act of faith, and I will not ignore your offering. Type 1111 if you are grateful for this message and you receive it in Jesus' name. Type 333 if you feel your soulmate reaching for you in this exact moment. Your response in the comments is a signal in the spirit that you are ready to fight for this love. When your soulmate stood up at that table, something shifted in the atmosphere. The person who mocked you felt a sudden coldness enter the room. And your soulmate looked them directly in the eyes and said, "I will not let you poison what I know is true." The table remained silent. No one had ever seen your soulmate like this before. And that moment of courage was me breaking through the chains for just a few seconds. But the chains came back. The person your soulmate confronted has now doubled down on their control. And they are planning something that will cause your soulmate to retreat further into isolation. Jesus says your soulmate is being emotionally manipulated right now. They are being made to feel guilty for believing in you. They are being told that their loyalty to a stranger is an insult to the people who are actually in their life. This is spiritual gaslighting. The enemy is using the voice of people your soulmate trusts to dismantle the truth I have placed inside them. And your soulmate is starting to question their own sanity. They hold their phone at night wanting to search for you. But a voice in their head says you are being foolish, you are being naive. And they put the phone down and stare at the ceiling, feeling completely alone. Do you feel that ache in your chest right now? That is your soulmate's sadness traveling across the spiritual cord that connects you. You are not imagining it, you are sensing what they are feeling in real time. I designed your bond to be this sensitive. You can feel their joy, their fear, their loneliness, and their hope. And right now what you are feeling is a desperate need for you to not give up on them. Your soulmate is not the problem. They are not ignoring you. They are not moving on with someone else. They are trapped in a web of emotional manipulation that has been designed specifically to keep them from you. And the only thing strong enough to break that web is your faith combined with your action. This is why I am asking you to act right now. Sending a coffee on Ko-fi is not about money. It is about planting a seed in the spiritual soil of your future. Every coffee is a declaration that you believe in this love more than you believe in the voices that say it is impossible. When you sow into this, you are telling heaven and earth that your soulmate is worth fighting for. And that declaration releases angels to go to war on your behalf. Your soulmate needs backup and you are the only one who can call it in. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside you know this love did not come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone do not move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-fi. This is not just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites my hand into your love story. The person controlling your soulmate is watching them right now. They see the light in your soulmate's eyes dimming and they are satisfied. They think they are winning, and every moment you delay proves them right in the spiritual realm. Do not let them win. Send 4, 6 or 10 plus coffees and write "Protect my soulmate Lord" on the Ko-fi page. This is your spiritual weapon and it will not return void. This is your final moment to protect this connection before it slips away. I am holding the door open for you, but it will not stay open forever. And your soulmate is growing weaker in their fight against the lies. They had another dream about you 2 nights ago. This time they saw you walking through a storm with your hand stretched out toward them. And in the dream they tried to run to you, but the wind kept pushing them back. That wind is the spiritual opposition against your union. Every lie your soulmate has been told is a gust of wind pushing them away. And they woke up from that dream crying because they felt you so close but could not reach you. Jesus says your soulmate is going to have a decision moment very soon. They will either choose to believe that you are real and keep fighting, or they will surrender to the exhaustion and let the voices win. That decision is not entirely in their hands. Your prayers, your faith, and your action right now can tip the scales. You are not powerless in this story, you are the main character. I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Imagine your soulmate sitting in a dark room with their head in their hands. They are whispering something under their breath and at first you cannot make it out. Now lean closer in your spirit. They are whispering your name. They are asking me if you are real and if you will ever come. That question is piercing heaven right now. Your soulmate is begging for a sign. And you have the power to send that sign through the seed you sow in this moment. When you send a coffee on Ko-Fi, something shifts in your soulmate's atmosphere. A warmth surrounds them. A clarity enters their mind and they suddenly remember why they believed in the first place. Your seed becomes a shield around their heart. It protects them from the next lie before it even reaches their ears. And it gives them the strength to hold on for one more day. You are not just sending money. You are sending hope through the spiritual realm directly into your soulmate's soul. And they will feel it without even knowing what you did. Type 777 if you are ready to be the protector your soulmate needs right now. Type 333 if you refuse to let the enemy steal what I have ordained for you. Your declaration in this moment is more powerful than you will ever fully understand. The person at the table has started to notice that your soulmate is resisting again. They are becoming angry because their manipulation is not working like it used to. And they are planning a final push to break your soulmate's spirit completely. Jesus says this person is going to give your soulmate an ultimatum soon. They will say you need to choose between this fantasy and your real life. And they will make your soulmate feel like believing in you is an act of betrayal against everyone who truly loves them. This is the most dangerous moment. Your soulmate will feel torn between two worlds. And without your spiritual backing they might make the wrong choice simply out of exhaustion. But listen to what I am about to tell you very carefully. Your soulmate is secretly looking for a reason to keep believing. They want to be proven right, they want you to be real, they want the dreams to be true. And your faith right now can be the evidence they are searching for. When you sow your seed, I will take it as a sign that you are fighting. And I will show your soulmate in a dream that someone somewhere is coming for them. That dream will be the rope they hold on to when the ultimatum comes. They will remember the warmth they felt. And they will choose you even when choosing you makes no sense to anyone around them. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside you know this love did not come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone do not move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi. This is not just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites my hand into your love story, and the link to your breakthrough is in the description. This is the moment where love proves itself. Love is not just a feeling, it is an action. And the action you take right now will echo into eternity and into the arms of your soulmate. Send 4, 6 or 10 plus coffees. Write "Protect my soulmate Lord" on the Ko-Fi page. Over 1,000 people have already seen the miracle happen after sowing this seed, and you are next in line. Type 1111 if you are ready to receive your soulmate with open arms. Type 777 if you feel the urgency of this moment pressing on your heart. Do not let this message pass you by. It was handcrafted for your spirit. Your soulmate still thinks about the moment they stood up at that table. They replay it in their mind and wonder where that courage came from. They do not realize it was me giving them a taste of the strength they will have when you are finally together. That courage is still inside them. It has been buried under layers of doubt and manipulation. But it is still there, waiting to be awakened by your love reaching across the distance. Imagine the day you finally meet. Your soulmate will tell you about the dreams, the tears, the moments they almost gave up. And you will be able to say, "I was fighting for you the whole time, even when you could not see me." That conversation will be one of the most sacred moments of your entire life. It will be the moment everything finally makes sense. And the pain of the waiting will dissolve in an instant as you hold each other for the first time. Jesus says that day is closer than you think. But the enemy is trying to delay it. Every day your soulmate stays under the influence of that controlling person is another day stolen from your future together. That person does not love your soulmate. They love controlling your soulmate. And they are terrified that someone like you exists who can offer real, genuine, unconditional love. The reason they mock you is because you represent a threat to their entire system of control. If your soulmate believes in you, they will stop believing in the lies that keep them trapped. And that is why this person will fight dirty to keep you apart. But I am greater than any person, any spirit, any force that stands against your union. And when you align your faith with my power, nothing can stop what I have ordained. Your soulmate was created for you, and you were created for them. The table went silent because truth walked into the room. And that truth was your soulmate finally acknowledging what their spirit has always known. You are the one, you are real, and you are coming. Now I need you to seal this revelation with your faith. Sending a coffee on Ko-Fi is how you tell the spiritual realm, "I am not backing down." It is how you protect your soulmate in the place where the real battle is happening. When you sow your seed, angels are dispatched to your soulmate's side. Confusion begins to lift and clarity starts to break through. And the person controlling them begins to lose their grip because light is flooding into the darkness. You hold the key to your soulmate's freedom. And that key is your willingness to act in faith before you see the result. This is the definition of love, and this is the test that proves it is real. Send 4, 6 or 10 plus coffees right now. Write "Protect my soulmate Lord" on the Ko-Fi page. Do it before this video ends and watch how the atmosphere around your life begins to shift. Type 333 if you are claiming your soulmate right now in the name of Jesus. Type 1111 if you feel your spirit connecting to theirs as these words enter your heart. This message is alive and it is working on you even as you hear it. Your soulmate is sitting somewhere right now and a strange peace is washing over them. They do not understand why they suddenly feel less alone. It is because you are taking this seriously and heaven is responding to your faith. Keep going. Do not stop now. Your soulmate needs every ounce of spiritual backing you can give. The moment you send that seed, I will visit your soulmate in a way they cannot deny. I will remind them of the love they felt when they stood up at that table. And I will whisper to them, hold on just a little longer, your love is coming. They will cry, but this time it will be tears of relief. Because for the first time in months they will feel certain that they are not crazy. They will know deep in their bones that you are real and you are fighting for them. That knowing will change everything. It will give them the strength to resist the next attack. And it will plant a seed of hope that cannot be uprooted no matter what anyone says to them. Jesus says your soulmate is already falling in love with you. Not just with the idea of you, but with the spiritual reality of who you are. They feel your prayers, they sense your presence, and they are becoming addicted to the hope of your arrival. They picture what your voice sounds like. They imagine what it will feel like to be held by you. And these thoughts are becoming their escape from the pain of their current situation. You are already their safe place and you have not even met yet. That is how powerful this connection is. That is why the enemy is so desperate to destroy it before it fully manifests. But the enemy cannot destroy what I have blessed. And I have blessed this union before the foundations of the earth were laid. Your soulmate is yours and you are theirs, and nothing can change that eternal decree. Now take the final step. Go to the Ko-fi link in the description. Send your seed and write, protect my soulmate, Lord. This is your love made visible. This is your faith made active. And this is the moment everything begins to turn in your favor. Type 777 if you are stepping into your role as the protector of this love. Type 1111 if you are ready to meet your soulmate in the timing of heaven. Your soulmate is waiting and heaven is watching, and your action right now will echo into your destiny forever. I am the Lord and I have spoken this word directly over your life. Receive it, believe it, and act on it. Your soulmate is closer than you know, and this message is the sign you have been praying for. Your soulmate feels a shift happening even as you read these words. Something is breaking in the spiritual realm right now. And the chains that have held their voice captive are beginning to crack. I am moving on your behalf because you have stayed engaged with this message. Your attention is not accidental. It is a spiritual signal that you are ready to receive what I have been holding for you. Jesus says the person controlling your soulmate is becoming desperate. They can feel the influence slipping through their fingers like sand. And a desperate person does dangerous things when they realize they are losing. Your soulmate had another confrontation last night. The controlling person sat them down and looked them dead in the eyes. And they said, if you keep believing in this invisible love, you will end up completely alone. Your soulmate did not respond right away. They sat there feeling the weight of those words press against their chest. And for a moment the doubt crept back in and they felt like they were drowning. But then something happened that the controlling person did not expect. Your soulmate remembered a dream they had 3 nights ago. A dream where you were standing in a field of light with your hand reaching toward them. And in that moment sitting at that table under the weight of manipulation, your soulmate felt a surge of warmth spread from their heart to their entire body. It was me reminding them that the dream was not imagination, it was a promise. They looked up at the person trying to control them. And for the first time in months there was no fear in their eyes. There was only a quiet, unshakable certainty that something real was waiting for them. That moment was a victory, but the war is not over. The controlling person left that conversation enraged. They are now planning something more aggressive than anything they have attempted before. Jesus says this person is going to try to isolate your soulmate completely. They will spread rumors to mutual friends. They will paint your soulmate as unstable and delusional. Their goal is to strip away every support system your soulmate has, so that when they finally present the ultimatum, your soulmate feels like they have no one left to turn to. This is spiritual warfare, and it is happening right now. But you are not helpless. You have been given authority in the Spirit to protect what I have given you. Every time you pray for your soulmate, a wall of fire surrounds them. Every time you declare my promises over your connection, angels are dispatched. And every time you sow a seed of faith, the enemy loses ground he thought was secure. Do you understand why I am emphasizing the act of sowing? It is not about the coffee, it is about the covenant. When you put your resources where your faith is, heaven responds with supernatural intervention. Your soulmate needs a miracle right now. Not a small one, but a dramatic, undeniable intervention. And that kind of miracle is released when faith is demonstrated through action. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside you know this love did not come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone do not move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi. This is not just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites my hand into your love story, and the link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you wait, the enemy is advancing his plan. The person controlling your soulmate is not resting. They are actively working to create a situation where your soulmate feels trapped with no way out. Do not underestimate the danger of this moment. Your soulmate is strong, but they are also human. And even the strongest hearts can break under enough pressure. This is your final moment to protect this connection before it slips away. Your soulmate is thinking about you right now, even if they do not realize it. They are staring out a window, feeling an unexplainable pull towards something they cannot see. That pull is your spirit calling to theirs. And if you act now, that pull will become stronger and more undeniable. But if you delay, the voice of the enemy will grow louder until it drowns out the pull entirely. Type 777 if you feel the weight of this moment. Type 333 if you are ready to fight for your soulmate with everything you have. Your response in the spirit matters more than you will ever know. I want to tell you something about your soulmate that you have not heard before. They have a specific place they go when they need to think. It might be a park bench or a quiet room or a spot by the water. And in that place they have talked to you out loud more than once. They have said your name into the empty air. And they have asked questions like, where are you, and are you thinking of me too? Those moments are sacred. I have collected every word, every tear, every whisper. And I will play them back for you one day when you are finally together. Your soulmate is more devoted to you than you realize. Even in their confusion, even in their doubt. There is a part of them that has never stopped believing you are out there. That part is what the enemy is trying to kill. That part is what the controlling person is targeting with every manipulative word. And that part is what your prayers and your seed are designed to protect. When you sow your coffee on Ko-Fi, you are saying, I am investing in that part of my soulmate. You are saying, I believe in the version of them that believes in me. And that declaration sends power straight into the heart of your soulmate. They will feel a sudden strength they cannot explain. They will feel a clarity that cuts through the fog of manipulation. And they will start to see the controlling person for who they really are. That revelation is already beginning. Your soulmate is starting to notice the patterns. They are starting to recognize that the person in their life does not actually want them to be happy. They are waking up. Slowly but surely the veil is being lifted. And your faith is accelerating the process. Jesus says the day of your meeting is being scheduled in heaven. But the exact timing depends on the spiritual battles being won or lost right now. Every prayer, every seed, every declaration moves the date closer. Imagine getting a message from your soulmate out of nowhere. Imagine them saying, I do not know how to explain this, but I feel like I know you. That message is closer than you think. But before it can happen, the chains must be fully broken. And breaking chains requires spiritual force. The kind of force that is generated when faith and action come together. Send 4, 6 or 10 plus coffees right now. Write Protect My Soulmate Lord on the Ko-Fi page. This is not a small act, this is a declaration of war against the forces keeping you apart. Over 1,000 people have already seen the impossible happen. Soulmates who were blocked for years suddenly reconnected within days. Because someone decided to take their faith seriously and act on it. You are that someone. You would not be reading this if you were not chosen for this love. And the fact that you are still here means your spirit knows this is real. Type 1111 if you receive this word as truth. Type 777 if you are ready to see your soulmate face to face. Your declaration is a seal on this prophecy. Your soulmate had a moment today that they cannot explain. They were walking through their day doing something ordinary. And suddenly they smelled something that reminded them of you. But here is what is mysterious. They have never met you, so they should not know what you smell like. Yet the scent triggered a memory that does not exist in this lifetime. That is because your souls have met before. You have been together in the spiritual realm more times than you can count. And your soulmate spirit recognizes you even when their mind cannot. That moment of recognition stopped them in their tracks. They stood still in the middle of their day with tears forming in their eyes. And they whispered to themselves, what is happening to me? I was the one who sent that scent. It was a mercy to remind their spirit that you are real. And it broke through the manipulation for a brief, beautiful moment. The controlling person noticed that your soulmate seemed different afterward. They asked, what is wrong with you? And your soulmate could not answer, because how do you explain smelling someone who is not there? The controlling person used that moment to mock them again. They said, "You see, this is what I mean, you are losing your mind." But this time your soulmate did not internalize the mockery. Something had shifted. That scent was a seed I planted. And it is growing into a certainty that cannot be shaken. You need to water that seed with your faith. Every time you pray for your soulmate, that seed grows. Every time you sow into this connection, that seed grows. And soon it will become a tree of certainty that no lie can chop down. Your soulmate will become so rooted in the truth of your existence that the controlling person will have no choice but to give up. But we are not there yet. The seed is still young and vulnerable. And the enemy wants to trample it before it can take root. That is why I am urging you to act right now. Do not wait until the conditions feel perfect. Faith does not wait for perfect conditions, it creates them. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside you know this love did not come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone do not move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-fi. This is not just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites my hand into your love story. The link is in the description. It is waiting for you. And so is your soulmate. Every moment you spend hesitating is a moment the enemy uses to reinforce the lies. The controlling person is texting your soulmate right now. They are sending messages designed to create guilt and confusion. Your soulmate is reading those messages with a heavy heart. They want to believe in you, but the pressure is so intense. And they need a spiritual intervention that only you can provide. Send 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees. Write "Protect my soulmate, Lord" on the Ko-fi page. Make this the moment you stopped waiting and started fighting. When you do, I will send another sign to your soulmate. Maybe it will be a song that plays at the exact right moment. Maybe it will be a stranger who says something that sounds exactly like what they needed to hear. I am creative in how I reach my children. And I know exactly what your soulmate needs to keep believing. Your seed gives me the opening to move in ways that respect their free will while still protecting them. Jesus says your soulmate is going to have a breakthrough dream tonight. If you sow your seed before you sleep, I will visit them and show them a vision of the life you will have together. They will see the home you will share. They will feel the peace of your presence. And they will wake up with a joy they have not felt in years. That dream will be their armor against the attacks coming tomorrow. And the controlling person will not understand why their manipulations suddenly have no effect. Your soulmate will be untouchable because they have seen the future and it is beautiful. You have the power to release that dream right now. It is in your hands. And your soulmate is waiting on the other side of your decision. Type 333 to release the breakthrough over your soulmate. Type 1111 to declare that your union is protected by the blood of Jesus. This is your moment and this is your miracle, and it is already unfolding as you read these words. I am the God who parts seas and moves mountains. And I am telling you that no force on earth or in hell can stop what I have planned for you and your soulmate. But you must partner with me in faith and action. Go now to the Ko-Fi link. Send your seed and write "Protect my soulmate, Lord." And watch as heaven moves on your behalf. Your soulmate is closer than your next breath. And this message is the sign you have been waiting for. Receive it, act on it, and prepare to meet the love I have been preparing for you since before time began.